Okay, so we have all of our pieces thinned. I'm going to start building the rose onto the bud now. So to do this, I'm going to lift the bud off of the cake card, just because I find it easier to hold it while I do this. Now, the thinner section, which is at the top, is going to be the part that we look at. So that needs to be the most realistic. So what I'm doing is I'm placing my petal about sort of 1/3 higher than the bud itself. I'm going to take one side round, and I'm going to tuck that in, because I want to make sure I've got a fully enclosed bud. And then I'm going to bring this one round just to give that an enclosure. So there's my first section. Again, if this is not quite tight enough, you can just tighten that up using your fingers, or a little skewer will work as well. But that's my middle. Okay, next I'm going to put 2 petals either side of this. So if you think about it as a circle, as a fresh circle, I'm having them on opposite sides of the circle. So this one is going to start just place in here. So where that one overlaps, this one starts. So I attach that, just give it a little squeeze. You don't need water. If you find that you've used quite a lot of icing sugar as you've rolled out, you might need just a touch of water on it. But I tend not to use very much, so this is still quite sticky from the oil in the almonds. So there's the first one. And opposite from where that one started, I'm going to start the next petal. So if I start here, I'm going to put the next petal starting here. Okay, attach it, just give it a little push, and then we wrap that round. Okay, I'm going to bring that one round as well. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a interlocking section, and what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to frill this back a touch, just so it looks more natural. Okay, again, I'm going to pick up my bud, and this time I think of a circle, and it's going to go in thirds. Okay, so again, where one of these starts, we tuck it in, just tuck that in, attach it, and bring it round. Next one goes where the next third starts, tuck it in, bring this one round. And then the final one, we're just going to tuck in just there. So we don't need lots and lots of overlap, but we want to have it just interlocking where it joins. Now this time I'm just going to flatten them out a little bit. So I want them to have a bit more delicacy to them. And I'm going to curve the middle section. So what I do is I place my thumb and my first finger together, and then I pull. So I'm bringing my palms so they meet. And what that does is it gives me a curve. I'm then going to just fold that back, get that high point again. And you see, you have a petal shape, a natural petal shape forming. Okay, so we're going to pop that down. We're going to do that with all 5 of them. So once we have all 5 of our petals with that nice shaping to them, we're going to start attaching those to the base. So again, I've got my 3, which was the last layer. So for the final layer of 5, we're just going to start where one of these stops. We're going to overlap. Okay, and I'm only joining at the very bottom. I'm not squeezing higher because I don't want to flatten my shape. So I attach one, leave one side open. Okay, slide the next one into the open side and bring the petal round on top. I've got one open side, I slide this one in. Okay, attach this one round. Okay, once I've got all 5 petals on, I'm going to squeeze at the bottom, and then I can actually snip off the excess, because I've got quite a bit of excess here from that stem. So we're going to cut that off. So I'm going to go back in, just give them that little middle pinch. Okay, frill it back, make sure you're happy with the look. Okay, and there is our rose, which we can keep it in the air. The air will air dry it so that it's slightly firmer to handle, or you can put it on something like a cupcake and serve it to be eaten.